Wow, look at us. Look at our clothes.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're looking at SNL cast members who fell off the map following their time on the show.
Where's Father Alexander?
You told me to throw him out.
I was being sarcastic.
Beth Cahill. Beth Cahill caught the SNL producers' attention after appearing as Marsha Brady in the real-life Brady Bunch at Chicago's Annoyance Theatre. Melanie Hutzel, who impersonated Jan Brady, was brought on board as well.
You guys, we just went against everything that we swore to. We gave them our notes. I could never trust you guys again. I went to class every day and I organized the seats so we could all sit together. Oh my God, I've had too much no-nos.
Hutzel and Cahill co-starred in the Delta 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 sketches with Siobhan Fallon. Cahill popped up in the Bill Swirsky's Superfan sketches as Denise, Bob's daughter.
We're real proud of you.
Thanks, Denise.
Just a few more minutes before the Bears start kicking some ass, huh?
Some girl, I guess. Eh?
Girl Scout spunk.
Only lasting a season on SNL, Cahill hasn't had many on-screen credits since. Cahill did return to SNL once in 1999, albeit for a voiceover role as Geraldo's assistant in the TV Funhouse sketch, The Ginsberg Gang.
I must speak on camera with Geraldo.
No problem, Mr. Ginsberg. Let's just give you a mic.
I've already got one.
Beyond TV, she'd revisit her roots on Chicago's improv comedy stage. Cahill also balanced comedy with a second career as a fashion designer. Anne Risley. Season 6 was the first without Lorne Michaels, marking one of the darkest chapters in SNL history. After only 12 episodes, a few cast members would be gone.
Honey, he's smiling at me. He likes us. Let's get him.
This included Anne Risley, who had a handful of small roles in Woody Allen movies. You can also spot her in Season 2's Mobile Shrink sketch before she officially joined the SNL cast. While Risley had good timing, she wasn't given much of a chance to leave her mark at Studio 8H, reflecting on her short-lived employment as horrible.
If you can give us one good reason, Beverly Long, why we shouldn't keep Dad here with us, we'll be happy to turn him over to you.
While she'd appear in a couple more movies and shows, Risley's screen career fizzled out in the early 90s. Risley channeled much of her focus into the studio for actors based in Arizona.
Be very cautious about what kind of ornaments you use, particularly if you're planning to decorate the tree with lard wrapped in plastic bags.
Finesse Mitchell. In 2003, SNL hired two African-American cast members. One was Kenan Thompson, who'd become the show's longest-running cast member ever. The other wasn't Kel Mitchell, who also auditioned, but Finesse Mitchell, no relation. Finesse was a featured player for 2 years, performing alongside Kenan in several sketches.
You know, for a guy who only played 42 seconds, you made 3 big mistakes.
Okay, I gotta take the hit on that one.
Yeah, I'd like to hit you.
Little Trey, such a kidder.
Both were upgraded to repertory players for their 3rd season, although Thompson's career took off, while Mitchell ironically appeared in even fewer sketches that year. Budget issues led to Mitchell's subsequent exit.
This is Disrupt a Nation up in here.
Post SNL, Mitchell found work in films like Who's Your Caddy and shows like Disney Channel's Ant Farm. Mitchell returned to stand-up and hosted the Understand This podcast, but his on-screen roles have been few and far between.
Guys, we have accident victims who need help.
And you got 2 people sitting right there, and it ain't their day. It's our day. Martin Luther King Day.
Nora Dunn. Surviving the infamous 11th season, Nora Dunn had a solid 5-year run on SNL, impersonating celebrities like Ann Landers and Gene Dixon.
What about rumors of a baby for the happy couple?
It will happen, driver. I predict that. No, wait, no, what? I predict it here. I do. I predict that Dan and Felicity will have a child.
She also breathed life into original characters such as French sex worker Babette and talk show host Pat Stevens. Unfortunately, Dunn is remembered less for her versatile work on SNL and more for how she left things.
You know, I am going to emphasize 2 things to you once again. Keep the knees in a locked position and read a book.
When it was announced that controversial comedian Andrew Dice Clay would host in season 15, Dunn refused to participate in the episode. Few stood by Dunn, whose SNL tenure ended shortly after. While Dunn had guest spots on shows like The Nanny and cameos in movies like Pineapple Express, we can't help but wonder if the Dice Man incident prevented her from becoming a bigger name.
You must open your ledger. No, please, I cannot. I told you, damn it, open your ledger. Yes, yes, strip me of my dignity. Strip me of my dignity. Strip me. Yes, I'm insane for you. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Gail Matthius. Usually when a cast member hosts Weekend Update, their SNL legacy is cemented. Gail Matthius' time behind the desk has gone overlooked for two reasons. One, she only co-anchored 6 segments with Charles Rocket. 2, she joined during the ill-fated 6th season, meaning her time on SNL wouldn't last long.
I told her she can only get pregnant if she goes all the way and stuff, or if she swims in a pool with guys, or if she sits in a chair when they've just gotten up.
Following a series of bit parts in live-action projects, Matthias became better known for her voiceover work as Shirley the Loon in Tiny Toon Adventures and Martha Generic in Bobby's World.
Lucky, last week you told me channeling was new age nonsense.
It's a term of endearment. Oh, please, you gotta help me.
Get invisible, Plucky. Your whining is stressing out my aura to the max, you lunch meat.
While you undoubtedly heard Matthias' voice in the 90s, she vanished from TV in the early 2000s. It wasn't until 2017 that Matthias got back in front of the camera. She remains involved in improv and sings with the Shambles LA rock band.
Do you want to know what comes between me and my clovens? My brains.
Jim Breuer. Hey, remember Goat Boy?
I think he should be protected, because if he had to answer every lawsuit that came his way, then he wouldn't have time to govern the country.
Maybe not.
He was part goat, part human, and a relic of all things 80s, presented through a nostalgic 90s lens. Jim Breuer played Goat Boy in addition to other recurring characters, like Heavy Metal Guy. He was perhaps best known for his impression of Joe Pesci. But Breuer wasn't the happiest camper during his 3 seasons on SNL.
What bothers me about that is that's great for you. What about Cousin Vinny over here, you know? All the Academy gave me was a swift kick to my good fellows over here.
Leaving in 1998, it seemed big things might be on the horizon for Breuer, who co-starred in the comedy Half Baked. While that film gained a cult following, it's still Breuer's most high-profile role. Aside from his stand-up, Breuer has primarily made headlines in recent years for his anti-vaccine stance and stories detailing why SNL isn't a dream job for everyone.
Can I have my notes back, please?
Victoria Jackson. Already fairly well known for her contributions to The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson, Victoria Jackson joined SNL in 1986.
I'm getting a divorce from my husband.
I know, and he's a fire eater.
Yeah, and so anyway.
Yeah, and you wrote a poem about it, is that it?
I wrote a poem, it's called
That's right, and
I
bet you're gonna stand on your head too, is that it?
She was a frequent presence on Weekend Update, serving as a correspondent.
You think you can label me, but don't you dare, 'cause I'm not a bimbo.
This provided Jackson with a platform to showcase her unique talents, like performing poetry while impersonating a table. Jackson had a modest film career, but her star began to fade after leaving SNL in 1992. By the 2000s, comedy had taken a back seat, with Jackson primarily using her position to promote her Christian and conservative beliefs.
So I stayed home with her and I discovered, amazing as it may sound, that my daughter, when fed Cheerios, can predict the future.
While Jackson still found acting work, her contentious comments on the LGBTQIA+ community and abortion likely limited her options. Since her breast cancer diagnosis in 2015, Jackson faced additional health issues. Cheri Oteri. Cheri Oteri was one of several new hires who helped breathe new life into SNL during the mid-90s.
Break it down now. Top fever. Taking off. Fever's rising.
Between playing one half of the Spartan Cheerleaders and Nadine, the Simmer Down lady, Oteri was always a source of unhinged energy throughout her 5 seasons.
Simmer! Add it up. Simmer plus Dan plus Na equals Simmer Dan Na. Now Simmer Dan Na!
Months after leaving SNL in 2000, Oteri had a funny supporting role in Scary Movie, suggesting that we'd be seeing a lot more of her in the years to come. Oteri's career has been largely restricted to small roles in live action and animation, however. For someone who was such a scene stealer during her SNL days, Oteri simply hasn't been given many roles to steal as of late. Even when she has, the material hasn't always been there on paper.
We can make our own sandwich. With us is the bun and you as the hot dog.
Chris Kattan. Auditioning around the same time as Oteri, Chris Kattan was another SNL breakout who seemed destined for superstardom. In addition to Livewire characters like Mango and Mr. Peepers, Kattan stood out as one of the Roxbury guys, co-starring with Will Ferrell in a feature where Ferrell's film career skyrocketed. Kattan had back-to-back misfires with Monkey Bone and Corky Romano. Not destined for the silver screen, many questioned what Kattan would do after he left SNL in 2003. Aside from a recurring role in The Middle, not much, sadly. Kattan also had a stint on Dancing with the Stars, where his history of neck issues came to light. Then there was this scene from Nope, reminding us that Kattan really was a force on SNL.
And it's Kattan. He's just crushing it. He is a force of nature. He is killing on that stage.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Mary Gross. Mary Gross had a slightly longer run than Gail Matthius as an anchor for Weekend Update or SNL Newsbreak, lasting 7 segments.
Do you like sushi?
We have it at the Buckingham Palace all the time.
Good. Back to you, Brian.
Although that gig was brief, Gross still had a respectable 4-year run as an SNL cast member, doing impressions of figures like Dr. Ruth and Eleanor Roosevelt. She also played some fun original characters, such as a sarcastic Mother Superior.
You cannot continue to be sarcastic and serve God. You do want to serve God, don't you?
Oh no, I'm a nun. I want to worship Satan and dance naked at a black mass.
After SNL in the 90s, Gross's credits included walk-on roles in movies like The Santa Claus, a recurring role in Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and various voiceover roles. Gross was last seen in a 2012 episode of Raising Hope, missing from the screen for more than a decade. Gross is presumably retired. In any case, she's off the map.
You think you can just vanish off the face of the earth and then just come waltzing in here 20 minutes later and let everybody else pick up the pieces?
Which SNL cast member would you like to see return to the limelight? Let us know in the comments.